What's up, guys? It's Oregon Ducks Rock 1, and I'm here with not another update. Okay, it's like a general update, but also this is mainly for Doink and his character. So, before I start off with Doink's character, I just want to let you guys know the get together is next Saturday. So, message me if you want to go. I'm glad to have you. I'll be there with Wyatt, Not Scary Farm Roller, and the FM Sliders. Hunt Horror is going to be there. XX Hunt Fan XX Anthony is going to be there, and a couple other monsters. So if you want to know, let me know. We'll come hang out with you guys a couple for a little bit. I'll see if I don't know. We'll tweet Jeff Tucker. Maybe he can meet up and just say hi to us or something. So yeah, and we can answer all your questions about Hunt. So yeah, message me if you'd like to go to that. Also, I went to Knott's yesterday. Terror of London. You can see it from the top of Ghost Rider. It looks almost done. So yeah, apparently the end room, as you may have heard, is going to be much bigger. It's not going to be the laboratory scene with Frankenstein. They said that they were getting bad feedback from that because it didn't make a whole lot of sense. So now it's kind of be like a brick wall, cracked open. So and then there's gonna be like dead bodies and stuff in there. So I'm thinking maybe it's like you know in horror movies where the killer hides their bodies of the victims in like a cellar. I'm thinking maybe it's going to be like that, but I'm not totally sure yet, so stay tuned for that. Also, as you may have heard, Overlord is gone. So there's no more Overlord, but no one knows who the new character is going to be until the corporation decides. So it's one character for all of the Cedar Fair Company parks. So it's not only Knott's, so we don't know what they're going to come up with yet, or if there will even be one. Add us on Facebook, the big three updaters, me, Hunt Horror, and Not Scary Farm Roller. We all update and we put it on Facebook, so like that. I'll put the link below. Also, shout out to Greg Daniels. He works games at Knott's, and he also works Exit for Black Whale's Cavern. So I talked with him for a little while yesterday at Knott's. He noticed me, recognized me, called me over. We talked. Greg, I'm going to interview you soon at Knott's, and shout out to you, dude. Also, I just want to say that I talked to Jeff about my character, and I'll post a video later on explaining it, and maybe get some feedback from you guys. But shout out to Nucci94, because he's drawing the character for me, or the mask anyway, so thank you to you. Okay, now we're going to get to Doink really quick. I don't want to make this too long. So, Doink works in CS, which is Necropolis. He's a street monster. He worked previously in Redbeard's Revenge, but this was his year out on the streets last year. And he really liked it, so he's going to go re-audition for Necropolis. Now, every monster has to have a backstory, kind of create in their mind what their character is and how they got to the point where they are now. Why their mask is like this, why they dress like this, how they act this way, stuff like that. So, Doink sent me his synopsis of his character. So I'm going to go ahead and roughly read it for you guys, and I want you to comment back on my page, on the video, and tell me what you think, because he really would like to know feedback from you guys. Because after all, you know, he's here to please you guys. So here it is. Doink. He's a hoarder in Necropolis. He was originally going to be a little bit higher up in status. Formerly a resident in another town. He was turned into a vampire by the aristocrats and promised a better life and the chance to live forever. He was quickly put to work, used to hunt food and bait others into the town to collect their blood to fuel their machines, which is what steampunk is. Somewhat regretting his choice, he eventually felt guilty and tried to warn others not to enter Necropolis and to turn away as quickly as possible. He was overheard by a lady of the night who quickly informed the aristocrats. It wasn't long before he was captured. They ordered the Bone Guardians to torture him, and he was thrown into to the inventors, who used him as a dummy for various sadistic experiments until he was no longer himself. Horribly disfigured, aggressive, incoherent, and sadistic, he was set free back into the realm of Necropolis, with the aristocrats feeling he had learned his lesson and was no longer a threat. Scared and lonely, he was forced to fend for himself, eventually developing an odd attachment to garbage and various strange objects, with a strong desire to hold on to it and shelter for possible personal gain. It wasn't just an obsession. This is how he lived his life now. The hoarders eventually found him in a makeshift home created by collected trash and debris. They welcomed him as their own and eventually decided to call him Doink, as it was one of the few recognizable things that he could manage to say, aside from a limited number of sentences. spastic and prone to mood swings, as Doink will be here 1 minute and gone the next. Doink is territorial and known to gain excitement and possessiveness when spotting a shiny piece of discarded trash to add to his collection within his home. He is constantly plagued by nightmares, which blur the line between past life and what is presently real. So that's Doink. Again, he works in Acropolis. He has an all-white mask. So yeah, in my next video, I'll try to post a picture of him. Again, I didn't really edit this video very well because I just wanted it to be quick. But yeah, so shout out to Doink. He's a great guy. I know him from other, on Facebook and everything. We talk a lot. So hopefully he'll be at the get-together on Saturday. So shout out to Doink. Comment on this video and tell me what you think about it. Tell me what you think about his character and everything. He would love to know and love to get feedback from you guys. And that's pretty much it for now. I'll tell you guys my character way later. I have a year to decide about it. But Jeff Tucker said he liked it, so yeah. Alright, so that's it. Pretty much, that's all. Origin Jets Rock 1, signing off.